we're live. Hello, 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 hello. How are we? How are we? How are we? How's it going? What's going on? Tis, 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 tis. Tis, 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 tis. I apologize about earlier. We have an ad break. We have an ad break. I apologize about earlier. See, my Streamlabs froze, so I had to restart it. Now, I do have one small bit of business to do, and then we'll be good to go. Pa, 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 pa. Okay, I'll nab that later. So, it's exactly on the tin. Tonight, for our bedtime story in the library, that reminds me. Introductions first, of course. My name is Erwin, and I am the Archsage of Arcanum Nexodius, our humble little library on this corner of the internet. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so tonight we're gonna be reading. There it is. We're gonna experiencing Ultra ASMR. Oh my goodness. This is probably gonna be a lot of fun for me. And I hope it's a lot of fun for you guys. But it's a graphic novel of Marnius Calcar. So, has anyone here played Space Marine 2? Pa, 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 pa. There we go. There's the comic. It's all digital, which makes this so much easier. So much easier. Oh, pa, 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 pa. Hoink. There we go. There we go. There we go. Hello, hello, hello. Ad break is done. We're in our tingle experimentation chamber. You yeet positivity at your faces. You know what? Thank you. Thank you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Is it Zaladin? Zaladin? How do I say that? How do you want me to say that? Welcome in. Ad infinitum. Ad infinitum. Boom. There we are. I gotta move some things around. You guys know the little spiel. Tisk, tisk, tisk. There we go. There is that. Alright. Hey, William. Welcome in. Welcome in. So, as I was saying, let me... Baby shark here. Do, 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 do. There. Because I don't want to be in the way of the beautiful artwork. Zaladin. Or Zaladin. Zaladin. Zal? I can handle Zal. Thank you. Thank you, Zal. Welcome in. What brings you around? It's always nice to see a first-time chatter. And then let's grab our little duder here. I'm not gonna advertise the triggers tonight. Yeah, William. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been in this similar situation, but with sporks. But with sporks. So, let's see. Alright. No, yeah, William. No, that's totally okay. I'm talking to someone on Twitch as well. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. I just gotta wink. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. There we go. And then I'm gonna kind of lurk down here as I don't want to be in your guys' ways. Yeah, that's when spoons get real violent. That's when the spoons plan an uprising. It's okay. It's okay. If you just look on the screen, don't look in the chat. Look on the screen. All right, you'll be able to keep up with everything. Okay? Promise. Absolutely promise. All right. Alrighties. And now, the really fun part. Do you know? I don't know if anyone here is a 40K fan. I hope you guys are. But do you know there's a whole genre of music? I didn't know about this. Okay, until today. Ah, yes. Tonight we're for the Emperor. Most of the times we're as Zinch wills it. Yep. But there's a whole genre of music that is Space Marine meditation. Or 40K, more specifically, 40K ambient ASMR background-esque music. I didn't know this until today. So let's get that. That's a little too loud. That's a little too loud. Let's make that more ambient and oh, that's cool. Let's see. How does that sound to everyone? How does that sound? I want you guys to be able to hear it because it adds to the atmosphere, but I don't want it to drown out, nor do I want to wake people up. Oh, you're in Georgia? Georgia's a good state. Georgia's a very good state. Very good state. Okay, awesome. That's good. Good, thank you. Colorado? Nice. I'm in Ohio, so right now I have no idea where I'm at. They keep moving us around the map, trying to get rid of us, but we persist. Anyways. Hang on, slippy, slippy, hang on. So, Narnia's Calgore. My understanding, because I'm digitally borrowing this from my local library, it's an interlibrary loan, is that this is his origin story. Okay, I think it is. I'm not 100%. I haven't read it myself, so that's part of the reason why I'm really eager. But if you played Space Marine 2, he appears in it. I'm not going to say where, when, how, what, or why, but his presence is in Space Marine 2. Alright, in some capacity. Okay? Because I don't want to spoil. Alright? I don't want to spoil. So, I figured for doing some 40K ASMR, something about Narnia's Calgore would be super appropriate. nice and zoomed in. And to the best of my ability, I'll try voices. Alright. But if my voice starts to go, that'll be the end of the voices. So, let's go. Yeah, no. Normally when we have story time, normally when we do ASMR story time, we do have pictures. And I want to make sure, because most of the times when I use story time, I actually read, oh, Saladin, Zala, Zal. Thank you. Welcome to the library. Grab a book, grab a blankie, make yourself comfy. We do ASMR. I don't have a set time that we'll do ASMR, but we do ASMR every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay? That you are guaranteed at least one stream with me Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And that stream is guaranteed to be ASMR. Alright? And coming up here soon, like I'm waiting for some artwork to get done. Okay? We'll actually be reading the entirety of the Lord of the Rings, starting with The Hobbit and going all the way through the trilogy, along with watching the movies in Discord on the server. So, you're welcome, exclamation mark Discord. You're more than welcome to join the Discord. It's probably the easiest way to keep up. We have a nice community there. Yeah, so we actually have a rule. You're welcome to suggest any books you want read on Throne, and if someone buys them, Yargent, Yarg, how's our pirate? It's good to see you. Good to see you. I'm seeing the 40k crowd is coming out for their ASMR bedtime. Don't worry, the next time we do this, it's gonna be the Eisenhorn Omnibus. It's gonna be the Eisenhorn Omnibus because I found out that my local library actually has it. It has. How's our pirate doing? You've taken a break from sailing the pond out back and gone and sailed the seas. What have you found? Did you find the One Piece? Is it real? Alright. But anywho, so Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. That's a shame. That's a shame. We do ASMR. We're going to be reading The Hobbit here soon. I'm waiting for some artwork to get done with it. And we also do fantasy, strategy, and kind of more chill gaming. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. That's a shame. That's totally a shame. Now, without further ado, and we can chat. I don't mind chatting with you guys. We can chat, but I definitely want to make sure we get enough time to get through this. Okay? And as I said, I'll do my best to try to do voices. I will not pretend that I'm a voice actor. Alright. But I'll try to do my best to make it entertaining. And we'll get to enjoy some awesome artwork and pictures together. I want to put this up front. I don't know if I'll be able to keep this VOD. Okay? I do not know if I'll be able to keep this VOD. If Games Workshop says, hey, you need to take it down, I'm not fighting them. Alright? It's not worth my time. There's a lot of things I will fight over, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't. Because I can read it out loud, that shouldn't be a problem. It's the images. So what might end up happening is that this VOD gets converted into just pure audio. And that's okay. So I do not know if I'll get to keep this VOD, and I want to put that up front. But for those who are new to 40k, Here is the abbreviated intro. The extra intro is like 4 or 5 paragraphs long, but here's the abbreviated one. Alright. For more than 10,000 years, the living corpse of the Emperor has sat immobile on the golden throne. The Imperial of man is beset from every side. 1,000,000 space marines, the Emperor's angels of death, defend these 1,000,000 worlds. There is no hope, no peace, no love. In this grim darkness of the far future, there's only war, and heroes like Marnius Calcor fight it. Okay, so let's get a nice zoom. Let's get a nice zoom, because we can always pan down. Oh, 1 second. What is with you and that door, Bandit? You're more than welcome to. In my previous life, I was a former Magic the Gathering pro player, and I know quite a bit about Magic. I played... I know, Bass, but hey, this propaganda was free. Oh, you're one of those people. You're one of those people. This propaganda was free. What? I swear we'll get to read this. I swear. I'm taking care of a husky temper tantrum. I'll be right back. I have 2 huskies. You can start them. Huskies. Bandit, who you just heard, is on the left. He's my old boy. And then Sahara on the right, she's the younger girl. Your odds of hearing them are disproportionate to how quiet I have to be. The quieter I am, the quieter I have to be, the more likely they're going to say something. Nope, it was Bandit. It was Bandit. That's some gorgeous artwork. Gorgeous, gorgeous artwork. So this is the story of Marnus Calcor. Soon, TM. Soon. Sometime between now and the heat death of the universe. The bolt thrusts itself from the muzzle with a smaller charge, as if it were but a lesser weapon. Whoosh. Tink, 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 tink. Whoosh. When in the air, it shows its caliber. Its old propulsion bursts into life. It accelerates. Its diamantine tip would punch through ceramite plate. The machine spirit pauses, giving a moment to burrow inside. It detonates. A heretic dies. I wish it would keep a consistent zoom. Let me see if I can fix that myself. Nope. It auto adjusts. Let me see. Nope. We're on page. Okay, I thought that was a zoom. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. We'll just zoom in every time so that way you guys can see the pretty pictures for your Imperial mandated bedtime story. We repeat. You gotta love this artwork though. Look at this. Absolutely gorgeous. Looks like corn too. Cornite forces. Silly Cornites. Oh my goodness. Silly Cornites. Well, the blood god gets his blood after all. Nova Thorough. Backridge system. Ultramarine. Now. Lord Kalkar. I am 96.875% rounded. Sure, your mind is elsewhere. go, Yar. There's your chocobo command. So, fun fact, I know some people find this hard to believe. In the Twitch ASMR circles, specifically VTuber circles, I was the one who started the chocobo as a trigger word. That's a fun fact for you. And I know you might find that hard to believe, but that is 100% true. Okay? There was a ASMR streamer, she's still going by the way, who, for funs and giggles, I don't remember, we were talking about like Final Fantasy, I think, and so for fun stuff and giggles, I redeemed chocobo as a trigger word, and then like we collectively paused, like her chat and she did, and was like, that's actually not a bad trigger word. So yeah. Merely remembering when I was here during the 13th Black Crusade attempt, I call this a fine defensible position. I repeat, I am Quintus Zamar. I am the attempt who has been lost with the holy mission to study the reconstruction of the Ultramarine subsector defenses. After the chaos incursions, they are Lord. There has been time to rebuild since my last battle. Here, one would have hoped repairs would have already progressed further already. Nova Thurlium is an important agri-world. It feeds this whole subsector and more. Its first impression should be one of unvarnished imperial might. Has seen better days. It has seen worse ones. When it was covered by heretics, when it was swarming with tyrannids, when it was decked with the corpses of the faithful, hands outstretched to the heavens for deliverance, that came too late. Compared to that, some rubble is relatively pleasant. If we are to be denied better days, preferable then to plan for the worst ones. Well, Hexamar, tell me of Ultramarines' wounds and how we can suture them together. Some of my kings are still in the field. I have some initial analysis. My lord, there is an attack. Here. A force of heretics, my lord. They crashed the transport vessel to one of the harbor's front lines. How such a small force managed to penetrate so far into our domain, as yet unknown, my lord. Clever heretics. The reward for such unexplained ingenuity is death. This requires an immediate and personal response. Prepare a Thunderhawk. Bring me a demi-company of Marines. Unseal the gauntlets of Ultramar. Gas. Live audience reaction. I'm being honest. This reads like propaganda. I know we were joking about it earlier, but as I read this style, and I could see this being presented. You know how back in World War II, to give everyone the news on the front, they would actually have you'd sit in the movie theaters, and so they would show propaganda films in the movie theaters, like propaganda commercials that would be 10-minute reels about the news. Okay, because not everyone could afford a TV. Yeah, this reads like one of those. This 100% reads like a propaganda pictofilm, where I feel like we're almost sitting in a theater watching this as I'm reading it. I feel like we're sitting in a theater and doing our recording. You thought you heard goblins? You did not hear goblins. Nope. I mean, you heard the Admech. They're kind of goblins. At once, Lord Carlgar. No. My lord. I'm sorry. We must pause my analysis due to this unfortunate interruption. Perhaps we... Is your distempered? Is your mind distempered? Why should we delay? I did not choose you for this task to delay a single second. The whole sector needs a plan for its defenses, and you are the adept. Provide it. It's me. Oh, my blessed Messiah. I merely meant we can wait for a quiet time. We would wait forever. Did you think we were in a time of peace? Little adept. Little adept. Ooh. This is actually kind of cool. So I'll zoom in on this because this is actually really sweet. Well, we might see some orcs. You might get some goblins. I have no idea what this story's about. I really don't. And I'm improvising the voices as I go. I always picture, especially, Adeptus Mechanicus, the cog boys, having difficult communicating in non-binary speech whenever it shows that they know binary speech, because binary speech is so data-packed that, in 10 seconds, they can communicate to each other a 400 to 600 page book. Okay. The Gauntlet. That's really cool. So Nacht is Nacht is German for night, and Mund is mouth. So the night mouth, or night maw, would probably be a better translation. Gauntlet, which makes sense. Cadia is now gone, so there's the Eye of Terror, and there's the Malstrix. Yep. So yeah, this is past Cadia, and where we're at is right here. Okay. the Macridge system, the home of the Ultramarines the Ultramarines Space Marines chapter. That is a mouthful. You could just say Ultramarines chapter, capital world, Macridge, a functional sub-empire inside the larger Imperium. This realm is the purview of the Ultramarines and their successor chapters. It's one of the relative bastions of stability in the universe of horror. Until the recent disasters, the average human life expectancy even managed to reach the mid-30s. The mid-30s! If you weren't a noble, wow. Wow, they were burning through people. Burning through people. That's crazy. I'm looking for something. Give me a second. Alright. There's so much here that's like really cool that I hope we get to explore over time. I really do. But, nope. Alright. Yeah, the Eye of Terror, which is the largest warp storm. Annihilus. And you can see where's Terra on this map. Terra is usually, usually they sector it in the center. So, and what's going on right now, which is actually kind of cool, is that the Tyranids are attacking from 3 out of their forces. So like you have a tendril coming from like here-ish, you have like a tendril coming from like here-ish, right? And then you have a tendril that's coming from like right here-ish, and that's new. Because most of the time, the past couple of times, whenever the Tyranids have attacked, they've always come from like over here, they've always come from this way. But now they apparently have seemingly wrapped around the galaxy and are coming, and that is a terrifying thing to think about. Alright. So. Sippies though. Sippies, everyone. Sippies. Focus. Hexamar, you seem disturbed. Unfortunately, machine spirit dwells in my limbs. Agitate at high altitudes. But in truth, choosing me may be a contributing factor. You know me. Why leave? You have a phone. Take us with you, William. Take us with you into the bathroom, William. We can all be there, supporting each other through this endeavor that you're going to go through. I am the chapter master of the Ultramarines and lord of Ultramar. I know every weapon in my armory. The Imperium is torn asunder. We need supply. You are the most prominent adept in the whole sector. This battle of graphs is yours. I need you to ensure there are weapons in every hand that needs one. Find a way. My lord, I am a cogitator. I know there are many battles that they alone just are unwinnable. According to my studies, there were insufficient efficient portal-shells on Macklage to defeat a hive fleet of Behemoth. For example, we shall found victory. Duty does not care what weapon it has. If not bolts, blades. If not blades, fists. Duty is a weapon that does not break. But given the choice, we prefer the best weapons. Give us a grand survey of that. I think the task is impossible. I know nothing is impossible for one with sufficient faith in the glorious Omnissiah. I am honored. My lord. You are. But I have often thought honor is merely duty with a few purity seals. Do not fail. And as always, you're welcome. All feedback is welcome. I want this to be enjoyable. If you don't like my take on something, tell me why, etc., etc. Okay. But I want this to be an enjoyable experience. I want us to appreciate this artwork and this story together. What do you guys think is going on, though? Because they clearly have some sort of dispute that they're going back and forth over. Alright. And what do you think happened? I mean, aside from the whole Tyranids omnoming marriage. Alright. That, like, now we're in such a desperate need for weapons. And what do you think's going to happen? Put it in the comments, chat, whatever have you. Very well. The holy analysis gathered by my fellow adults so far, I think we can increase supply by 1.2% if we modulate. Quintus? My apologies. We must pause once more. Woof, look at this. Mad Max vibes here. Mad Max vibes. This is all, I don't even know what this, like, it's a land whale, almost. This giant, because, like, these are people, and then you get a sense of scale that way. That's why they're drawn like this. These are scale people. Alright. This thing's huge. This thing's absolutely... I don't think... I mean, there are vehicles like this IRL. So, I don't know if they still use it. But something this size does exist, and it was used by NASA. And it was used to move the space shuttle rockets from storage and prep to the launch pad, and it moves at a whopping 3 miles an hour. So, and weighs a lot. You have to appreciate this. Very, 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 very laconic delivery here. He's definitely having fun. Alright. I have other business to attend to. He says, jumping out. Gunning down things. Like, look at this. And this also gives you a scale of, like, how big. Oh gods, this is woof. Woof. Let me check something. I was not expecting this level of detail So like, I apologize. I have to check. We're gonna not linger on this though. I wanna comment about that artwork, but we need to look up here for now. I gotta check and make sure that we put this on no children. That's all. For Twitch's sake. For Twitch's sake, I am obligated to do that. Apologies. Stream manager. I'm pretty sure under stream manager they would let me change this to being. Let me change this to edit stream info. All right. Alright, so I want to say this up front, and I'm actually going to clip this to Twitch. I was not aware, this is my first time reading this, I was not aware that there'd be such graphic violent descriptions. So in the event that you guys slap me with a suspension or something, I want to say this right now, I have no idea there'd be that in this, okay, to that extent. So, there's my disclaimer. I apologize for not having the label on sooner, but it's up now. Now with that said, okay. Now that I put that up, we can just gawk at this, because this is quite the spectacle. Like, holy! He literally using these oversized giant. These are the gauntlets of Ultramarine. These oversized giant gauntlets grabbed this guy, ripped him in half. Like, this is absolutely insane. Alright, and these guys are not having a good day at all. Not having a good day at all. Like, so much chunky salsa. So much chunky salsa. Check something. We're on page 13 and we're an hour in. Okay. Later. Are these matters concluded to your satisfaction, my lord? No. Wow. Calgar is a bit of a beast. That's what? What? This is some straight up medieval nonsense. Wow. To see such poor visitors to the world of my birth disturbs me. It should not be so. No. I am left with corpses and questions, and even more of the latter than the former. field of studies. Weapons that those that wield them. I didn't realize Novatherium was your home planet, my lord. This place was never my home. It is simply where I was from. Oh, so this is his origin story. This is his origin story pages. This is actually really cool. Working under the feudal system common across the Imperium, Agri-World Nova Ethereum provides the vast majority of the food for the rest of Macridge. However, due to the demands of enemies' mouths neighboring Hyrule Ardium, malnutrition is common. This proves to be a secondary concern due to the endemic chemlung suffered by the workers. A productive life beyond 40 is unlikely. When the body fails, they can still, oh my goodness, like read this. When the body fails, they can still serve the Emperor as a natural supplement to the artificial fertilizers that killed them. Thought for the day. A farmer who fails to feed the soldier is as much an abomination as a soldier who flees. Tell me. This is definitely some propaganda. This is Imperial propaganda. Hardcore. Alright, but I'm gonna get a sip here. So here's a fun thought for you, okay? Well, they prefer to take Space Marines at 11, like 10 to 12 pre-puberty. They can't take them all the way up to 16 to 17 and 18. Then once you get past 18, it gets very iffy. Once you pass the age of 21, it's basically impossible. Alright, it's not totally impossible, but it's the risk, you're looking at maybe a 1% chance of success for all the surgeries and all the things they have to do. Okay? So, what does this mean, though? It means it's theoretically possible for there to be a loyalist Space Marine with children that they had pre-ascension, pre-becoming a Space Marine, that maybe they were some slum overlord at the age of 16 who managed to get the right sort of attention, or the wrong sort, depending on how you look at it. Alright? And that they had fathered some children with some slum ladies of the evening. I'm not gonna, yeah, you guys know what I mean. Which means that there would be an interesting, like, fathers, like, that would be an interesting story to see as a Space Marine, coping with the fact that they'll outlive their kid, remembering their child, because they go through this psycho-indoctrination, basically brainwashing, fancy term for brainwashing. Alright? And so that they would be coping with, like, remembering that they had a kid, seeing them again, and finding out that they can't become a Space Marine. Or maybe they do, but it's for a different chapter, or something along those lines. It would be an interesting potential. Oh my goodness. My husky bandit just touched oven me. Oh, that is a terrible farm boy. Why? Novatherium, centuries earlier. Marnius! He's here! He's here! Marnius, he's here! Yeah. Silence, Tactin. Don't distract your betters. Wow. These are like 10 to 16-year-old kids practicing knife fighting. The heck? Okay, so we have an ad break that's going to start in 3 minutes when that ad break starts. Alright, I'm going to use that as an opportunity to take a break. And I recommend you guys do the same. We're going to keep going all the way up to the ad break, but I'm just giving you guys a heads up. This artwork is so good. Like, you can see the skull stacked up. You can see tink tink. And you can see the billowing smokestacks. Are they using real knives? He's using a real sword. They're using what the? No way. Okay, they're only playing the first blood. But like you can see the whoosh, 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 whoosh. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Yara. I appreciate it. Yeah, I just haven't had a time to make an official announcement. So, has it really been that long? Wow. Yeah, I hit 300 around the debut. I know that. And I know that we're almost at 350. And so, I'm hoping... This is my honest hope, because we're going to start reading the Lord of the Rings series. I'm hoping with us doing more consistent ASMR, reading more popular books and stuff, that we might hit 500, if we're really lucky, 1,000 by the end of the year. That would be like my stretch goal, would be 1,000. Because at 1,000 followers, I can start, we can start looking into getting some really cool sponsorships. So I guess tell all your friends. It doesn't hurt them to click. It doesn't hurt. And if you are enjoying the content tonight, please follow. I've said this before. While subscription bits and any money you toss my way is very nice, the most important things by far, by wide, to any streamer, any content creator, is the free things. The followers, the concurrent viewers, the retweets that you guys do, the spreading the word, like stuff that costs no money is actually worth more monetary value than someone straight up giving you money. I know that seems weird, and so I'm gonna get some water, and if the ad's still going on, I'll explain. So we'll be back. more monetary value to a content creator than someone giving them actual money. Alright, and I know this is going to seem absurd. It's because if I only have 300 followers and like 5 concurrent viewers, alright, I don't know what I have, I don't want to know, I never, ever have viewers on. You can choose to see how many viewers you have or not. I always choose not to have it. Alright, because I want to be the same person whether I have 1 viewer or 1,000. Okay, so if someone is like good on me, if someone's like donating like $2,000, $3,000, like would be absurd, like $3,000 a week. Let's say someone's doing that. Okay, that's nice. Don't get me wrong. All right, and that'll pay my bills. That'll take care of me, and I'm pretty sure everyone would want that. All right. However, that is nowhere near worth as much. That $3,000 is nowhere near worth as much as if there was 3,000 people watching this right now and they weren't and not a single one of them subscribed. Alright, not a single one of them is subscribed, and they all have ad blockers on, and I'm not making any money from them at all. Why? Because the marketing departments of companies want, in order to invest in you and invest their time and money, they want to see that their investment in you is going to get to as many people as possible. So even though there's 3 to 5 concurrent viewers with that one guy who's just like throwing $3,000 at you every week is really nice on an individual level. What it means, though, is that is as far as you will ever grow. Okay? And don't get me wrong, like that's a very extreme. Probably a more realistic example would be like if someone throwing like $100 a week. Alright? That's nice. That's absolutely nice. No, I'm not. I wouldn't argue, but that would be as far as you'll ever grow. Because what companies care about is they want to know how many people are going to be seeing you, how much influence can you exert. Alright. But sidebar, I will only take sponsorships and things that I would personally use, I should say, and I would only take sponsorships and companies that I agree with their ethos. Alright? So that's why I haven't picked up a sponsorship yet, is simply because I am not going to take a sponsorship in something that I don't agree with. Nope. Mm-mm. If I wouldn't use it, and if I don't like it, I'm not sponsoring it, and I'm not taking the money. I don't care. Because it's more important to me that you guys get high quality products than I get a paycheck. Alright? Because consistently over and over and over and over and over again throughout all of history, reputation brings more of a profit than selling out. Selling out will pay a bill once or twice. Reputation will pay bills consistently. Anyways, back to this. We probably have about an hour left of stream, and I will pick this up tomorrow if we don't finish it. So. I had you retreating the whole duel, Marnius. If it was a fight, I would have won. I'm the warrior, not you. I wish to be a space marine, not a mere warrior. Battle was to first blood, Civilian. Warrior fights the battle they are given, not the one they wish. is quoting scripture again. Don't, Cato. Your prompt is sanctimonious. Anyone can quote scripture. The point is to make it live in your heart. Ramble, he hurts me more with his waffle than he does in our duels. God. Marnius! I heard. He's here. You think, little warrior? No future space marine would treat his helots as if they were warriors either. Tact and disgrace at Penal Battalion. Such patronizing kindness is not for a warrior born. Clearly we don't understand his unfettered genius. No need for cruelty from Marnius the Golden Child. Born to the richest house on the planet, with all those resources we spent on buying the greatest honor of having a son that bestrides the galaxy as a space marine. His father has hired this oh-so-special trainer to prepare him for the tests. Anyone could become a space marine given such privileges. That is not true. Not even 1% make it. There are many boys tutored by the best who fail. I'm also bored of you making such claims. I've arranged for him to teach you too as well. My father may be paying, but all my inheritance is to pay for the lot of you. What? I will have no use for it. I will be an Adeptus Astartes, or I will be nothing. I will have company under the trainers. I will have company under the trainer's yoke, Cultus Savan, and Tacthan. Is your mind addled? He's your hat. You may as well go to the fields and bring the first field peasant with a chest full of Kemlung. Such blade tutors are for noble sons. I thought your point was that the honor of being a space marine should not be bought by mere privilege. I like Marnius younger. I like the younger Marnius. Oh my goodness. That's great. Wait a minute. Is that the same guy from Space Marine 2? That'd be crazy. That'd be absolutely crazy if he was the one. Because Space Marines are long-lived. They're very long-lived. They're genetic superhumans. First blood. Keto has wit, but is easily outmaneuvered. Saren shows you need to be smart. Keto shows it is possible to have too much wit. That is, I don't think it's possible to have too much wit, but I think his point is that it's possible to be too much in your head. Sometimes we overthink things. But you do not need to do this, my lord. You made the point. It is too great an expense. I do not think you get to make decisions for your master, Tacthan. Besides, with what lies ahead of us, I do not think you should be thanking me. So, I heard you would be Space Marines. I wanted that too. Let's make sure you do better than me. He looks like a Space Marine. And he even has, like, part of a plate. Something tells me he was a failed aspirant. Alright, so the Space Marines have to go through many, many trials to become one. They start off as young boys, and then they become this 7-foot-tall, genetic, extraordinarily long-lived, like normally hundreds of years, super soldiers. But the trials that they have to go through to become that are extreme. And there are many that die just from the surgeries. There are more that die from not just the surgeries, but from the training. That's common. And the surgeries happen. There are more than just, the surgeries happen over and over again as time goes on until your final surgery, which is the black carapace. And some people might get all the implants and make it all the way. But like there was a Space Marine, I don't want to call him a Space Marine, but like the black carapace is what lets you interface with the Space Marine's armor, the power armor, and it's a subdermal, below the skin layer that allows the power armor to move like a second form of skin. And some people, there's actually a story about a Space Marine who ended up rejecting that, who's had like an allergy to the black carapace, and so he went on to like do other things, but he wasn't a full-fledged Space Marine. And that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from this guy, is that he's had some of the augmentations, but he didn't make it all the way. So the great blade teacher, Cretius, you failed. How can you train boys for the test if those who pass all the tests are taken away? The angels of death have better things to do than beat sensitive dumb children of aristocrats. And that's some good aim. That's some really good aim. Passed that first test and became a neophyte. Now I teach idiots as penance. Many neophytes fail during their training. They die or are left as brainless machines with limbs of steel, to serve the chapter. I do not know whether my fate is worse. I have a life to consider my mistakes. You won't make them, and I have sworn an oath. My life is forfeit if any in my charge are rejected. If you train with me, you will either become a neophyte or you will be dead. Damn. So he almost made it. Almost. He definitely gives off Space Marine vibes. It's a shame. He probably would have been a really good one. Space Marines often test aspirants on their homeworld before shipping them off, but Nova Thuron is too soft. This planet grows grain, not warriors. The Marines test the Nova Thuron aspirants up there on Thuron Minor. It's harsher, brutal, better. We have just short of a year before the Marines decide to take their aspirants. We'll be staying up on the road until then. It's frozen hell. It's glorious. It will make men of you, or it will make corpses. When does the training begin? Last night was the final time you sleep in your own beds. Let's get moving. Oh, they actually talk about the timeline. Oh my goodness, this comic's fantastic. This comic is fantastic. Space Marine initiation timeline. Aspirants, 10 to 12 years old. Aspirants candidates tested for physical, emotional, and spiritual suitability. Failure rate is closer to 100%. Neophytes, alongside a period of intensive training, indoctrination, conditioning, and chemical enhancement, neophytes have 19 new biological organs implanted. Eventually, if they both survive and are deemed competent, they are put into the field to act as scouts as part of the chapter's 10th company. Marines, 16 to 18 years old. The surviving neophytes are promoted to full Space Marine Battle Brothers and gain further experience in the reserve companies of their chapter. I always thought that they were a bit older. I mean, mentally they're like this age. Something to keep in mind is that they indoctrinate them this young for a reason, and a lot of Space Marines actually have a lot of psychological and emotional problems because they just never grew up past this or this. Alright? Like, this is out of brutal necessity. They're taking kids and they're raising child soldiers into full soldiers. That's, yeah, no bueno. Thulium Minor, get out. What now? There are weapons and a little shelter at the other end of the valley. I'll see you there. Be quick. I hope you do better than they last said. They didn't even get halfway. They couldn't outrun the apple. He jests. It must be a jet. It wasn't a jest. It was not a joke. Oh my goodness. That is an antlion on steroids. Look at that. Yeah. I mean, I know that they drew that there just for the picture. Alright, but the gore that's on its tusks here, its pincers, whatever you want to call them, shouldn't be red. Alright. This implies that it recently fed, but it's also an alien, so like it might be hungry. Oh, come on. I mean, we know how it ends. He makes it, but I want to know if his friends make it. It shames me to admit that I have no experience with battle upon a map or chart. Oh. I have. Okay. I gotta save my voice now, so I apologize. I cannot do his voice right now. It's very harsh. But that's kind of how I hear the mechanics in my head when they speak. I have never seen combat like this. I rarely saw this either. Raids attacking the edge of the realm. Ultramar is one thing. Attacking worlds at their hearts in such insufficient numbers, with no hope of escape. This attack was suicidal. Why? To understand the mind of a heretic is heresy in and of itself. Perhaps. But to defeat your foe, you must know their goals. There is more afoot here. Let me consider. The Omnicide does not give me higher insight. What could they desire? That is what I will discover. Thulium Minor. System. Macarage. Subsector. Ultramar. Segmentum. Ultima. The smallest habitable moon of the agri-world of Novia Thurium. Its primary historical use was testing aspirants of the Ultramarines. In recent centuries, it was transformed into an orbital strongpoint. Adeptus Mechanicus Adepts of the Auto Reductor rated at 1.5 in St. Arthur scales of indestructibility. It was devastated during this 13th Black Crusade. Sippies, everyone. Thought for the day. Why are you thinking? Machine god weeps, the citadel is destroyed. The Omnisire rejoices. There is work to do. A cathedral war rise from that shattered ground. We should send our thoughts to Brother Clintus. He will be with the Grand Marnius now. Perhaps if we hurry, our thoughts could come to Marnius' attention and what is amiss? 37 Spy. The machine spirits are queer and restless. I cannot speak to our home, but there is a ghastly hiss. Oh, what chapter is this? Is this? Oh, I think this is Black Legion. Trial once more. Did you anoint it with the blessed oil? Of course, I would not insult the machine. Silence them. We must not be disturbed. Your Marnius will not stop us this time. Oh, this is book 2. Alright, I actually think this is a good place to stop, because it took us about an hour and a half to get through book 1. So we'll do book 2 tomorrow, okay? And maybe we'll start early and get through book 3. But I'd like to save my voice. Alright. So, this is book 2. It's a 5-book series, and that's book 2. So we're gonna go find someone to raid. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the voices and things like that. Alright. Let me... Oops. And then... time to go pop a shark. There we go. Okay, so... let me just move Scoochie right over here. Alright, everyone. But it is late. It is time to go eat peas. I hope you enjoyed this reading. We're gonna go find someone to raid. We will be doing this again tomorrow. Same time. All of that. I'm gonna try to find someone suitable to raid. Okay? I'm gonna try to find someone suitable to raid. The people who do 40k and the people who do ASMR, believe it or not, is a very, 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 very small segment of people. Small segment of people. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not seeing anyone else. I am the only person doing 40k ASMR. So, what would you guys want? Alright, what would you want? Okay, let's start a poll here. Okay. Would you want 40k? Or would you want ASMR? I'm gonna give you guys 2 minutes. There you go. Go ahead, vote. Let me know what you'd want. If you don't pick, I'm gonna tell you right away that my choice is going to be 40k. Alright? Because while there are some ASMR people who would want 40k, there are lots of 40k people who would want ASMR. So I would most likely raid someone who's doing something 40k related, because that's just a business decision, if I'm being honest. Chances of increasing followers and having people come and check the channel out, which is what I want. So. Let's see. guys did not vote. That's totally okay. I'm debating whether to go raid Mata or to go raid Aurelia. Let me check in on Aurelia, because Alright. So we're gonna go raid Aurelia. She's a bit more chill than Mata right now. Alright, I say this almost every single stream. And here's your warning for those. I did a dumb. This is your warning for those who might be napping, sleeping, whatever. We're not gonna go raid something that's ASMR, okay? We will be doing this again tomorrow, though. I say this almost every single stream, and I really and truly do mean it. Thank you so much for spending your time here with us. Thank you so much for being here, enjoying this content whenever, wherever you watched it. It means so much to me, to everyone here in the library. The reason why is because time is so limited. Alright, you could go and watch a movie, maybe read a comic book, maybe go see another streamer, whatever. You can do a lot of things with your time, but yet you choose to spend your very limited entertainment time here in our humble little library, and that humbles me. It does not go unnoticed, so thank you. If you like the content, please follow, subscribe, you know the whole spiel, alright? But, unfortunately, it's time for us to end the stream tonight. And it's time for you to go out and weave your own tale. However you choose to weave it, whatever you choose to do, weave it with kindness. Until next time.